La la la, hey, yeah, yeah.
Well, as someone who may have dropped out of high school a couple of times before I finally graduated, my parents were so happy when it eventually happened. I wish that I had this opportunity available to me. We're going to tell you about a fantastic self-directed learning center right now. We're joined by Abby Karos. She is the co-director of Compass Center for Self-Directed Learning. Welcome to the show. Great to have you here. And Caleb Gray, who is you're a student. Thank you very much to you both for being here. We really do appreciate it. Abby, tell us about the focus of this, because this is obviously an alternative for a student like myself who sort of struggled with school. How does this work as an alternative?
I have to say, Derick, you would have been an ideal candidate for Compass. Basically, teens and their families meet with us, and we discuss what their goals are and what their interests are. And then we make a custom-made plan for each member who comes to our space. So we have a calendar of activities, and we also have, let's say their goal is to be an architect, they think. So we line them up. We try to find an architect in the community who might want to come in and meet an hour a week with that member who's coming to our space. And so they're really, each member might be following a different path simultaneously. Some might be meeting tutors, others might be hanging out, others might be going to the classes that we have on our online schedule.
Interesting concept, really.
Definitely, because it's something so different. Now, Caleb, for you, why did you want to go to Compass?
I guess like school, I didn't like really the way they were running things in the school, like what they thought was a good way to educate kids. Because basically, like, you're just filling out worksheets for classes that you don't really like and giving them to your teachers, and that's basically what you do for your whole education until you graduate. But Compass, it's like you don't need grades because you're doing something that you chose to do, and how could someone grade something that you love to do?
So what is it that you're interested in now?
Well, on Mondays, I really like doing taking things apart. We take broken machines and we take things apart and see how they work. And sometimes we even take like really good parts because we're planning on building something with all the good parts that we've collected over the time.
That's really cool, sort of like robotics or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Abby, you know, as somebody who went through a difficult time in high school, motivation was the biggest thing for me. I wasn't motivated. How do you motivate? And what about supervision for the kids?
One of our core principles is that learning is natural.
Right.
And so it's not up to us to motivate the teens who come to our center. We're drawing on their own intrinsic motivation. And some of these teens might come in feeling like they don't have that, but the idea is to relearn that as they go along. Right. And so at Compass, they're learning how to learn again, which is something that we believe is natural to all of us. They're also learning how to be self-advocates, and they're learning about who they are. And with those three things under their belts, they can do anything. They can really take off.
Right, so where does a student go after Compass? What's the plan in that sense? Because some people are saying if you don't get any grades and if you're not marked on anything, then how do you graduate, quote unquote, from high school?
Yeah,
from the
absolutely.
normal
That
system?
would be an important consideration. The teens who come to our space are technically considered homeschooled students.
Okay.
And as a homeschooled person, you can go to university. There's lots of homeschooling youth who do it every day, and so you would be either applying as a homeschooling applicant, you would be applying possibly as a mature student if you waited a few years. Those are a few of the main ways. You could also apply through an open university and then transfer to whatever university you wanted to attend.
Where are you working through at the moment? You're at the Bronson Center?
We're in the Bronson building, yeah.
Okay. How do people get in touch with you if they have a child that may be interested?
They can go to our website. It's compassteens.org. Give us a call anytime. We're happy to answer any questions. Registration is ongoing, so they don't have to wait until next September to start. They can even just come visit our space and give us a call.
What a great opportunity for young people that need something different. It doesn't necessarily mean they have to do something different, but a lot of kids do need something different. Thanks to you both for joining us.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Hey, listen, don't go away, because as Lois said, coming up, we have some authentic Mexican cuisine. We're going to share a couple of recipes with you right after this.